Tearing these pineapples up right now. Oasis. What's the vibe, man? You know, we back. We on that celibacy, brahmachari, semen retention. You know what I'm saying? The life of the gladiators, the life of the champions. What it do? What's down? You hear me? Tearing these pineapples the fuck up. Let me get one more real quick, y'all. I said one more. I'm gonna take a little mini. We in here. You can't lose, boy, with them pineapples, dog. Only thing you can't, you can't eat no more. Real. And them bitches was busting. But yeah, try what it is, man. What's good, man? I know y'all having a beautiful rotation. If not, let's up it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna cut it up. And you know, what semen retention presented to my life was the grand scissors. You know what I'm saying? You know when somebody about to open up that new shop or something like that, you bring out them big old scissors. Them prices way too high. You need to cut it. You hear me? Hey, bro, I say SR. You know, it gave me the Grandmaster scissors, dog. Because at the same time, you feel like you done lost a lot of friends and family members and, you know, places and things like that. You know, faces, places, and situations you used to be associated with. You had to cut it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about this. A lot of people don't want to cut their old habits, their old vices until a health crisis or something major, you know what I'm saying, roll over, you dig? But we want to be ahead of the curve, and we don't want to be doing that because something bad happened, but we doing this because something great is happening for us, and it is just that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, overstanding this, you did not pat me back my shovel. You get them Grandmaster scissors, bro, because on this lifestyle, you realize there's a lot of things you need to cut out. You need to cut off so you could cut up. You understand what I'm saying? And that's them habits, you know, that's you missing out on workouts, that's you drinking, eating bad, you know, the way you had conversations and things. Like, I was having this little conversation with myself, and I was like, I remember I used to be toxic. Like, shit, we all used to have our little toxic, you know what I'm saying? Some of us still toxic, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I used to be toxic on some shit. Like, the way I used to speak, even though some of the bitches liked it, but I was like, man, that shit was toxic, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah, I don't want to talk to myself or talk to nobody like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Now, one of my shorties did bring it up, and she was like, why you got to talk to me like that? And I was like, it ain't like I be calling her a straight bitch, you hear me? Like, calling out her name, you hear me? But it's like how I be coming off and shit, and I had to sit back, and I was like, hey, nothing how I'm delivering what I'm saying ain't wrong. It's just the truth, and you just don't want to eat that shit up. And I had one shorty, she was like, yeah, you can't be trying to push that, get somebody to learn something to learn when they not ready to learn it. And I was like, shut up, bitch. You just basically saying you not ready to be accountable and responsible for what I'm putting you on game about, bitch. And you know what? You just ain't the bitch I'm about to be on that type of time with. Thank you. So I was like, you right. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you think I'm going to let you slide with that shit and I'm putting you on your ass. I'm putting you on Front Street about that shit, bitch. Nah. Because you think everybody else let you just go with that shit. Y'all just go with that shit. I don't move like that, bitch. Bitch ain't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I had to cut it. Got to cut it off. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to go back and forth with you. You don't get it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I could do great by myself. You hear me? I could do great on my own. You could do bad by yourself. I could do great by myself. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how you look at it. Tomorrow, yeah, you can do bad by yourself. You can do bad on your own. All right, bitch, go ahead. I could do great on my own. And I've been doing just that. You feel me? But you realize in life, you got to cut things off, man. Even it could be, family members that you was so locked in with, you was tight with. It could be your favorite cousin or some shit. You got to cut that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, y'all habits and what y'all into, you not into going to the club no more. He want to go to the club. Y'all used to go to the club. You don't do that no more, so you can't even hang with dude no more. You feel me? Y'all don't even got no relevance anymore. You understand what I'm saying? That's when them grandmaster scissors come out. You feel me? Because every time you cut something off that really ain't, you know what I'm saying, cutting up with you, you could cut up even more. You feel me? Because when you holding on to something that ain't allowing you to cut up, or it don't cut up like you cut up, it's cutting you back. You got to cut that off. You know what I'm saying? You need all your energy. Anything that's trying to cut your energy off, or cut it short, you got to cut it off. You know what I'm saying? You got a Jezebel or some shit. She just trying to get that Uzi juice. You feel me? You got to cut it off. She don't even want you. She just want the Uzi juice. You might not even know you got a witch. She trying to use you for sex magic and shit, to manifest and shit. You got to cut that off. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? You get them grandmaster scissors. You cut some shit off so you could cut up. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit out here that don't want to see you cut up, so you got to cut that off. You got to cut off all outside distractions. Everything outside you don't motherfucking matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be there when you cross the finish line, and it ain't even start at the finish line with you. It's a lot of shit on the sideline, bro. You know what I'm saying?